its attempt at world coupe domination, BMW added rear doors, a slyly integrated hatchback, and a sexy sloping roofline to the 4 Series coupe and rechristened it as the 4 Series Gran Coupe. Essentially a sleeker, more attractive competitor for the brand's own 3 Series sedan, the Gran Coupe outperforms its sibling in the practicality game, but when going up against other Fords or coupes such as the Audi A5 Sportback and the Kia Stinger, the BMW's muted driving dynamics fail to impress. What the 4 Series Gran Coupe offers in place of the hope for driver engagement is a posh cabin, slick styling, efficient and powerful engines, and the prestige of the BMW name. That ultimate driving machine thing? It's absent here. High's efficient and capable powertrains, deluxe interior, hatchback practicality. Low's muted driving dynamics, compromised rear visibility, Android Auto not available. Verdict 2-door optics in a posh and practical Ford or sans thrills. What's new for 2018? A revised suspension offers sharper responses for 2018, while updated front and rear bumpers, 4 new wheel designs, and 2 new paint colors, Snapper Rocks Blue and Sunset Orange, increase the exterior flash. Trims and options we'd choose as enticed as we are by the 440i's silky smooth turbocharged lean 6 engine, we'd suggest sticking with the more affordable but still high-performing 430i and its turbocharged inland 4. We'd spring for the $2,300 premium package, which adds navigation with real-time traffic updates, heated front seats, lumbar support. There's a list of standalone options to choose from as well, from which we'd choose the heated steering wheel $190 and Apple CarPlay compatibility $300. Our rear-wheel drive 430i lists for $47,085. Our wheel drive models start $2,000 higher. The 4 Series Gran Coupe's 2 turbocharged engines provide more than enough gumption for spirited driving, and the 8-speed automatic transmission handles gear changes with aplomb. Buyers have the choice of rear or all-wheel drive setups. Wearing the 430i name on its shapely rear end, our test vehicle was powered by a 248-horsepower turbocharged 2.0-litre inland 4 engine. Sprinting from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a brisk 5.8 seconds isn't a standout among the rivals in this comparison, but we have no reason to complain. The Turbo 4 pulls strongly, runs smoothly, and emits a muted burble that's appropriate for the Gran Coupe's sporty appearance. Stepping up to the 440i adds 2 cylinders and 72 more horsepower. We haven't tested this model yet, but its predecessor, dubbed 435i, was subjected to our test track antics back in 2015 when it was rated at 300 horsepower versus the 320 of the 2018 model. It delivered a 4.9-second blast to 60 miles per hour and sounded fabulous while doing so. Manual shifting capability. The 4 Series Gran Coupe allows for greater driver involvement via steering wheel mounted shift paddles or by slapping the electronically operated gear shift lever fore and aft. The transmission will override the manual mode at higher revs and upshift to a higher gear on its own whether you want it to or not. Although the 430i's EPA estimates are on par with rivals, the more powerful 6-cylinder 440i model trounces V6-powered competitors such as the Buick Regal GS and the Kia Stinger GT when it comes to conserving fuel. Selecting rear-wheel drive versus optional all-wheel drive ups highway fuel economy estimates by 1 mile per gallon in both the 430i and 440i. We've devised our own fuel economy test in an attempt to replicate how most people drive on the highway. Our procedure entails a 200-mile out-and-back loop on Michigan's I-94 highway. We maintain a GPS-verified 75 miles per hour and use the cruise control as much as possible to mimic the way many drivers behave during long trips. We haven't yet had the chance to put a 440i through our real-world testing, but the all-wheel drive 430i blasted past its 33 miles per gallon EPA estimate and delivered a stellar 37 miles per gallon. Both turbocharged engines provide more than enough power for city jaunts and highway passing, and the 4 Series Gran Coupe's ride is forgiving over most road surfaces. The 4 Series steering is well weighted and reasonably accurate but isn't consistently engaging. Driving enjoyment suffers as a result. Acceleration. Despite its last place finish among the rivals selected for this comparison, the 430iX drive's acceleration is more than adequate and zippy enough to keep all but the most speed-obsessed drivers happy. With its 320 horsepower turbocharged Lean-6, the 440i would surely prove to be much quicker in our testing. Buyers seeking to extract the maximum amount of performance from the 4 Series Grand Coupe should give that model a closer look. Ride, handling, and steering. While not as athletic as its looks or heritage would have you believe, the 4 Series Grand Coupe can still hold its own when pushed hard down a winding road. Unfortunately, the Audi A5 Sportback and the Alfa Romeo Giulia both managed to deliver a higher level of driver involvement and substantially more feedback from the road through their communicative helms. Ride comfort is okay, but it isn't as supple as expected from a car that offers only a mediocre amount of athleticism. Braking. The BMW's brake pedal doesn't feel overly firm when pressed, but it's predictable and consistent, which helps drivers quickly build confidence. Performance in our testing was average for the segment.